For the longest time, we thought of AI as this incredibly smart assistant, right? A tool to help us get things done faster. But that whole idea is changing. Right now, we're seeing AI evolve from just a tool into the actual engine of discovery itself.
I want you to really think about that for a second. The biggest scientific challenges, the kind of problems that have stumped brilliant minds for generations. What if that entire timeline just collapsed? What if a lifetime of research could be crunched down into just a few days? Well, that's the wild acceleration we're about to jump into.
And this is really the core idea of what we're talking about today. It's a fundamental shift. We're moving from a world where we just use AI to one where we're actually collaborating with it to figure out the secrets of everything, from the tiniest molecules to the vastness of space.
All right, so let's start small. I mean, really small. Let's go right inside our own bodies, where AI is having an absolutely revolutionary impact on biology and medicine.
Okay, so for 50 years, biologists had this massive puzzle called protein folding. The basic idea is pretty simple. Every protein in your body has a specific 3D shape, and that shape determines what it does. But if it folds into the wrong shape, you can get horrible diseases like Alzheimer's. For half a century, figuring out these shapes was just incredibly slow, painful work.
And then, DeepMind's AlphaFold AI came along and didn't just solve the problem, it completely shattered it. That number you're looking at, that's 200 million. That's how many protein structures AlphaFold predicted. We're talking nearly every known protein on the planet. A task that was basically impossible, done. It's like somebody just handed science a universal cheat sheet for disease. And the impact gets even more personal and profound. This quote, this isn't from a sci-fi movie. It's real. It's from a 2023 Stanford study using brain-computer interfaces. AI is literally learning to translate the language of our minds, giving back a voice to those who lost it.
And this isn't just a theory in a lab. It's happening right now in clinical trials. These AI-powered systems are allowing paralyzed patients to communicate again at almost normal typing speeds. They're controlling robotic arms with their thoughts, and the tech just keeps getting better, more accurate, less invasive. It is fundamentally changing people's lives.
This chart really says it all. The old way of finding new medicines? A decade, maybe more, of expensive, often frustrating guesswork. The new way? AI can generate and predict the best drug candidates right from the start, letting us skip years of dead ends. And we're already seeing it work. In 2023, the very first drugs designed entirely by AI started entering human trials. That's a game changer.
Okay, so this incredible acceleration isn't just happening inside ourselves. Let's zoom out, like way out to the scale of our entire planet. Because AI is also completely reshaping the physical world and the very materials we use to build it.
Just look at this timeline. It's honestly hard to wrap your head around. For centuries, finding new materials was slow, painstaking work. Then, in 2023, a Google AI called Genome predicted 380,000 new stable materials. That's about 800 years of human scientific progress done in 1 year. And these aren't just abstract ideas. This could mean breakthroughs for way better batteries, new superconductors, more efficient solar panels, the whole shebang. And we're seeing that exact same kind of leap in weather forecasting. Now, traditional models are amazing, right? They're based on complex physics, but they need hours and hours on giant supercomputers. AI models, like Google's GraphCast, work differently. They're data-driven. They look for patterns and can spit out a more accurate forecast in just seconds, on a single machine. So why does that speed matter? I mean, who really cares? Well, it matters because it saves lives. It's that simple. GraphCast predicted Cyclone Maka, a truly devastating storm, a full 9 days before it hit land. That extra time is absolutely everything when it comes to evacuations and getting people prepared. In a world with more and more extreme weather, this isn't a cool feature, it's a necessity. So we've seen how AI is making things faster, a lot faster. But here's where things get really mind-bending. AI isn't just speeding up our old ways of doing things, it's starting to change the very meaning of discovery. Take a look at DeepMind's alpha geometry. It recently tackled these incredibly hard math problems, the kind you see in the International Mathematical Olympiad, and performed at a gold medal level. But here's the kicker. The big deal wasn't just getting the right answer. It was how it did it. It generated logical, step-by-step proofs. It showed its work just like a human would. That's a massive leap beyond the typical black box AI. And it's going even further than that. Now, AI is actually contributing back to the code that builds our digital world. An AI called AlphaDev figured out a faster way to sort data, one of the most fundamental tasks in computing. And its new algorithm was so good, it was officially adopted into the C++ programming language. Think about that. AI isn't just using our tools anymore, it's making them better. Now let's really push the boundaries. Let's look at where AI is meeting up with other crazy technologies. Imagine a problem so incredibly complex that even the world's fastest supercomputer would need billions of years to solve it. It is, for all intents and purposes, an impossible problem. Until now. In 2024, Google's Willow quantum AI chip solved that impossible calculation in 5 minutes. Just let that sink in for a second. Billions of years of computing time shrunk down to the time it takes to grab a coffee. This just completely changes the game. It forces us to ask a totally new question. All those problems we used to write off as unsolvable, in medicine, in materials, in cryptography, are they really impossible anymore? This fusion of AI and quantum computing is kicking down doors we didn't even know were there. So, what does this all add up to? Well, I think it's pretty clear we're watching the start of a brand new scientific revolution. And this one isn't just powered by human genius, but by our new partnership with artificial intelligence. So, if there's one thing to take away, it's this. AI has become a true discovery engine. It's not just about doing things faster, it's about seeing patterns we physically can't. It's about generating ideas we would have never thought of. And it's about unlocking completely new fields of science when you combine it with things like robotics and quantum computers. From decoding our DNA to predicting our weather to actually inventing new mathematics, the very act of doing science is being supercharged. So the real question isn't if AI is going to change things anymore. It's about how profoundly this new partnership is going to reshape our world and just how quickly it's all going to happen.